people, I was able to pay off over $20,000 in credit cards, and I actually consolidated them myself, and I paid low to no interest. So I want to show you all how I did the same thing. I keep getting a lot of questions from people that's inside of my membership, or also I keep getting a lot of comments about it on my YouTube channel. So I want to show you all how you can do this yourself without having to pay companies. I know a lot of people like, well, Keita, I want you to just do it. It's like, no, you can do this yourself. You have to do this yourself so that you'll know how to do it if you're ever in a situation where you have to know how to do it. So when I had the $20,000 in credit cards, I had a balance on these credit cards and I could not figure out how to like stop the interest on it and how to fully pay them off. So let me say this, the first thing that I did when I had my credit cards, I just made sure that I paid as much as I can on the lowest credit card. So if you have a credit card with just a $500 limit, $500 balance, pay that one off every month. Just keep paying that one off every month. If you have to max it out after it reports to the credit bureaus, do that, because that's one of the first things that I had to do. I started to find out which credit cards I can just pay with my income, and then I can let them report to the credit bureaus, which is probably 3 days or 5 days after your due date, and then I'll max that credit card back out. Now, once I did that, my credit score started to go up because my utilization was reported lower. Once my utilization went up, you guys, that's when I went ahead and applied for some 0% intro rate credit cards. Now, these credit cards, you guys, you're not going to be able to get them if you have a very low credit score. So you're going to have to start off that first process. Like I said, start paying some of them off and letting them report to the credit bureaus. Once they report to the credit bureaus, your credit scores shoot up. And let me show you to a client that I have doing it right now. This is what theirs look like. They're in the 400s. Look, it was 519 October 6th. It's November 2nd now, and this what it was, I think on the 27th or the 26th, it's in the 600s. They were in the 400s at first, but I showed them the same method. I'm like, let me make a video fully about it so you all can know about it. I just told them, hey, when it's time to pay off a credit card, if you can, especially if you can use that credit card right away, pay it off, because if you check your statements, you'll see that they're charging you probably like $20 in interest for that credit card. But if you pay it off, you pay your full statement balance. Technically, you have it at a $0 balance. Not that first month, but about that second and third month, they're not going to charge you that $20 no more. So now you make yourself an extra $20 because you was going to have to pay it anyway by just paying the minimum on that credit card. Now, like I said, once you do this, then you all will be able to get some of these credit cards that have 0% APR. And I have a list on my credit card on my website, Rickita.com. I literally go through this list, and I'm in the process of paying off my second vehicle that I have. Let me show you all this right here. I'm in the process of paying off my second vehicle, and I'm going to do the 0% APR method. I'll tell you guys about it, but it's going to help me make sure I don't pay any more interest on my car. So I want you all to go to my website, Rickita.com, and scroll down. Check right here where it says pre-qualified with no hard inquiry. There's so many credit cards on here, over 45 credit cards on here, you all. These credit cards right here, some of them offer 0% APR on balance transfer or on purchases. So I'm going to show you both methods that you all can use that I actually used. So I know one thing, a few credit cards that you may want to look at for sure. Not the Discover is secured. Don't do Tumo. They no longer working. It's not going to work. Discover it. Look and see if they can pre-qualify you for any of their credit cards, because they have 0% APR for balance transfers, and also they have 0% APR for purchases. So let me just show you their website, because it's necessary that you all know how to look this up and you guys know how it actually works. So let me just click right here, Discover It credit card. Because with Discover It, if you got the 0% APR for balance transfers, then you can transfer the balance on your credit card to Discover. So here's their credit cards right here. So this is their cashback credit card. They have 0% APR for 15 months on purchases and balance transfers. They are going to charge you a 3% intro balance transfer fee, but I'm going to show you how to get around that, because I did a balance transfer on my Chase and I had to pay 5% for that balance transfer, and I regret it because right now I'm like, every little penny I need to be able to keep it. I can put that towards something else. Like, I don't want to pay any fees. So I'm going to show you how to do that. even for those people that they're a student, you got the 0% APR for 6 months on your purchases. That can help you all out a lot. The student Chrome, also 6 months. And you guys can check out their travel credit cards, 0% intro APR for 15 months on purchases and balance transfers. Now, please make sure when you see these credit cards, understand that some of them charge you a balance transfer fee. So when you want to check out the Discover credit card, please click right here where it says check now to see if you can pre-qualify for any of their credit cards. I do have special links on my Discover, my apply now for Discover, where you can get $50 and I'll get $50 once you sign up for it. But try to see if you can pre-qualify first. If you can, then come back to this apply now, because you just don't want to mess around. So just try to see if you can go to their website and get approved, and then you come back to this apply now. But Discover is one. Apple don't have no 0% or anything like that, but it can help with your utilization. So if you guys can, try to see if you can pre-qualify for this Apple credit card, because sometimes you guys are not able to like pay off all your credit cards. You can apply for more credit cards or ask for increases on your credit cards, which can help with your utilization also, because now you have a higher amount of credit available. So think about that. Now, another one that will be good, let me see if I can sit on here. So this is that Discover It cashback I was just telling you all about. Try to see if Capital One have any credit cards that you could pre-qualify for. This is the secure one, but Capital One most likely is going to have some type of credit cards that you all can pre-qualify for that can do balance transfer. They have like 0% APR for a certain amount of time. So try to see if you can find some that would be best for you. And when you're on the Capital One, let's see. This is their careers. I don't want to see your careers. I want to just go to your website. When you're on their website, they can pre-qualify you just like Discover can. So you can hover over credit cards, and then they'll have a pre-qualification link on here. See if you're pre-approved. They'll let you know which credit cards they can give you. Okay, so that can be a great one for you. And some of their credit cards have 0% APR, so definitely check those different credit cards out. Also, let me see. I didn't do a balance transfer, but I got approved for a Wells Fargo credit card. I'm going to apply for some more credit cards soon for my car, so I can pay off my car. I'm going to try to get I'm going to get another Wells Fargo credit card. They're going to give it to me. Another Wells Fargo credit card, try Navy Federal. And also see if any of these credit cards can pre-qualify you and get this, because it can help with your utilization. Even if they don't have the 0% APR, still get these ones, because it can help with your utilization, which can help you increase your credit score, especially for those people that can't pay down their credit cards. So let me give you a rundown on exactly what I did and what you have to do now that you kind of got this information. So now I told you all, pay down some of your credit cards, let your credit scores go up, kind of like what they did in here. Their credit scores is much higher now. It's almost hitting 700s because they keep paying down these credit cards, letting them report. Once all of them report a very low balance on your credit cards, or as many as you can do, then at that time you want to pre-qualify and get as many credit cards as you can at that time. And I'm telling you that because as soon as they report again and you're not able to pay it, some people are not able to pay it. As soon as they report again and you're not able to pay it, then your credit score is going to drop right back down because your utilization is horrible. But you're going to now have these new credit cards on your credit reports, which is going to help with your utilization. Now, if you guys get those 0% APR credit cards, when I had some that was just for purchases, so I had some that was just for purchases, or they might charge you like Discover try to charge you 3%. What I did is this, and this is what I'm going to do too, because Navy Federal offered me a credit card that had like a 1% interest rate for balance transfers, but they charge a balance transfer fee. So I have to figure out if I want to do that. I might just get just another regular Navy Federal credit card, and it's going to probably be 0% APR for just purchases. So let me tell you what I'm going to do and what you guys can do and what I actually did on my last ones. If it's just for purchases, they have 0% APR for 12 months or for 15 months. What you want to do is you just want to put all of your new purchases on that credit card, and all of the cash that you have left over after paying bills that you cannot put on a credit card, then you want to put all of that on that credit card that have balances right now. So say if you get approved for a $5,000 credit card, that's $5,000 worth of expenses you could put on that credit card. So that could be your energy bill, your phone bill. Some people can even pay their rent with a credit card. Put all of those purchases on your credit card. And then we have the extra cash, pay off those credit cards that's charging you interest. You want to get those credit cards out the way. Okay. And then all you're doing is basically transferring your debt, if you think about it. And that's all I kind of did. But once I put all of my purchases, I now maxed out these new credit cards that I had, all of them on 0%. They're on 0% for 12 to 21 months. I don't really have to worry about paying for that. I put it in my calendar and I put it in my journal so I can know when I have to pay them back. But what I do is I just make sure that I pay these new ones with the 0% APR. I pay those back. After I have all the ones that's, I paid off all the ones that's charging me interest, I just take all my new money and just pay off those ones that have 0% APR. And if you guys want to at the time, and I'm going to make a separate video about this, I just feel like I need to tell you guys about this because there's so many people out there as a client that got debt. And I'm like, dude, you have to pay this off. You have to figure something out. You have to be creative. But some people don't know how to be creative. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to get my new credit cards. I'm going to put all of my, I'm aiming for at least $30,000. Right now I owe $25,000 on my car. So I'm aiming for $30,000. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my $30,000 worth of credit cards with 0% APR or balance transfers. And if they only have like a 0% APR on the balance transfer, and like me, I don't have a balance on my credit cards right now because I wanted to make sure I had the best credit score possible. I paid down all my credit cards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of the charges on a credit card, and then I'm just going to transfer the balance from that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, my new charges that's coming in, I'm going to put it all on one credit card and then transfer the balance from that because I don't have a balance to transfer. But if they have the balance transfer, like the Navy Federal with like the 1% or 1.99, something like that she told me about. But I'm just going to put a balance on the credit card and just transfer that balance because I need to be able to have some type of balance. But I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then all of my new purchases, all the way up to that $30,000, I'm going to just keep putting all my new purchases on these credit cards. I'm not going to use any type of debit card or anything like that. And all of the cash that I get, I'm going to use that to pay off my car. I'm going to put that on my car because once I do that, I no longer pay any interest at all on my car. And my first car, I had that paid off in less than 2 years. And in the last year of it, I got very frustrated. I'm like, when I found out how much interest I was paying, and I paid it all technically in less than a year. So this other vehicle, I plan on paying that off the same way. In less than a year. So I'm going to put all of the money that I have coming in on this car. That's what I'm going to do. Now, you all can also get a personal line of credit that can also help you look up velocity banking. That can help you all. But the method that I'm going to use is, like I said, the 0% APR credit cards because I don't want to pay any interest at all. That's my thing. And then work like crazy, try to figure out how to get extra income in so that you can pay off those credit cards next. So once I pay off my car, I got to double back and now pay off my credit cards. And I want to make sure I have them all paid off before my 0% APR ends, because if it ends on me and I don't pay it off, you guys, they're going to charge me interest as if I never had a 0% APR. So that's something that I don't want at all. But this is how I consolidated a lot of my debts myself. I'm not paying any interest. I'm going to stop paying this interest on this car because it's killing me. I didn't even have it for a year, and I'm like, why did I get another vehicle? I know why I did, but still, I'm not messing around. Like, I don't want to pay any interest. And this is the method that I'm going about with make sure I have it paid off. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. But do not sit there with a balance on your credit cards. Like, if you guys are doing that, like, you're hurting yourself. And I don't care what anybody say, like, oh, it's nothing. It's just the extra $20 or $30. No. I didn't like it so much that on my Prime credit card, you know, for the Amazon credit card, they have it where you can do 0% for 6 months on purchases more than $50. I have a $1,500 balance on my Prime credit card. And when I tell y'all I paid that off, and it was like, you sure you want to pay off this credit card? You're not being charged interest on it? Yes, because I need my utilization to be where it needs to be. So I need my credit score to go up even more so that when I go and get these credit cards, I can get a lot of money, and I can make sure I get them good 0% APR credit cards. So when I first started doing this, you all, I just started paying the statement balance by the due date. It was just a cycle. I stopped paying interest on my credit cards, and then I just stopped using certain credit cards. If I didn't get rewards on a credit card, you guys, I would not use that at all. So just make sure you all just start this process. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. And if you guys go to my website, you guys can schedule a call with me. Like if you want me to break this stuff down for you all, and you need help with this, and you like, Rickita, I'm in a lot of interest, just like you was talking about, then schedule a call. Let's figure this out. You can click right here. It says schedule a call, and I will be happy to help you all. And then also you could talk to somebody on my team too, because some people just got a lot of negative accounts on their credit reports. And if you got them negative accounts, you guys, y'all going nowhere for real. I mean, y'all going nowhere. And I was there, so I can say it like that. That did sound kind of bad, but I was there and I was going nowhere. I had to remove those accounts. So I just started removing them accounts, make sure I pay all my credit cards, and my credit score just kept going up. And then I just kept applying for more credit cards, and I just stayed responsible. No matter what, I paid the minimum balance on my credit cards, the minimum that I need to pay on my credit cards. I just make sure I didn't have any late payments. So you guys also need to start making sure you just be responsible. If that's you, you know who you are. You just need to start being responsible. That's just being honest, because I had to go through that phase too, where it's like, dude, you could have just paid this credit card. You let it get out of hand. And then you can also too, if you're using your debit card because your credit card is maxed out, you could have easily put that money on your credit card and then use your credit card after it reports to the credit bureaus. And to not pay interest, you don't even necessarily have to wait to report to the credit bureaus. Just make sure, like, if your statement balance is $500, they say your statement balance, that's what your balance was last month. If your statement balance was $500, you could just pay that $500 as soon as that money is available, not even worried about the credit bureaus. You could have used that money again, like right away, you all, and they would have not charged you interest. Like, it's just the smallest thing. So let me know if you guys need me to go into depth in this, because I'm going on and on about it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And then I'll continue to let you know how my journey is going with my car, because that's like the biggest thing. I want to make sure this car is full. I'm like, I don't want to pay this note anymore, you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.